Not only was Zucotti Park shut down in the middle of the night last night, but members of the press were attacked, arrested, and kept out of the area. This is the mayor of New York City pretending that he cares about the First Amendment. He's got a very funny way of showing it. So here are among the members of the press that have been arrested: writer Karen Matthews for the Associated Press, photographer Seth Wenig for the Associated Press, Daily News reporter Matthew Lysiak, Patrick Hedlund, who writes for DNAinfo.com. He's a news editor there. And Paul Lomax is a freelance photographer, also with DNAinfo.com. Julie Walker from NPR. And the list goes on. Those are just the ones that have reported in so far as being arrested, okay? Furthermore, all the reporters are saying that if you get anywhere within a couple of blocks, several blocks of the area, not within the park, if you're within blocks of the area and you're a reporter, they either tell you to move on or they arrest you. How do you like that? So in this country, our press cannot get within several blocks of a news story that involves no danger whatsoever other than to the reputation of Mayor Bloomberg. But that's being shut down. The cops come and shut you down if you're protesting, and if the press wants to cover it, well, since we already destroyed the First Amendment, yeah, who cares about freedom of the press too? And we'll come and arrest you on top. And the news choppers, funny. News choppers for CBS and NBC apparently, according to press reports, have been told they cannot go over the area. What is this? Some say, hey, is it fair to call it a police state? I'm here to tell you, it's definitely fair to call it that. Some journalists are saying, well, if it's not, it's the beginnings of a police state. Wait, it's not a beginning of a police state when the police say you're not allowed to speak out against the government and the press is not allowed to cover you speaking out against the government. Mayor Bloomberg would have made a great president of Honduras back in the bad old days when they were a banana republic. These days, he'd probably be laughed out of Honduras for what a tyrant he is. By the way, Bloomberg's also the guy who said, yeah, I know you're not only supposed to run twice for mayor of New York, but rules are irrelevant to me. Democracy, who cares? I'm running again. This guy's a serial violator of the rules. So for him to trash the First Amendment is no problem. But here comes the great irony, because liar Bloomberg has told a lie on every single part of this story. He says, so why did you do it? Why are you arresting these members of the press and blocking them from any coverage whatsoever? He says, quote, to protect members of the press. Now that's a great irony. I had to protect the press by shutting them down. It was for their own protection that they're not allowed to do their jobs anymore.